Hello guys, and welcome to a new episode. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a faulty wing mirror indicator on an Audi A6 on the C7 chassis, and at the same time I'll show you how to replace the mirror glass, which you have to remove anyway to access the indicator. The tools you're going to need are a T10 Torx bit or on a little screwdriver adapter or a ratchet, doesn't matter, a small flathead screwdriver, a large flathead screwdriver, and a pair of snipe nose pliers. This is all that's required to do this job, so let's head outside to show you how it's done. So the first thing you're going to want to do is actually tilt the mirror towards the car as far as it will go to create this small gap just around the edge here to allow you to put your fingers behind, just to lever the mirror gently forwards while holding it firmly away from the mirror, just like so, and that will pop out. But don't pull it straight out, keep hold of it gently, pull it all the way out, and you'll notice on the back here there are two wires just down here. Now I need to remove these two wires whilst remembering which way they came off. And these two wires are actually for the heated part of the mirror, so you don't want to damage them. But just leave them hanging there and you can put the mirror just out the way for now. The next stage, it will actually make it easier if you fold your mirror all the way as far as it will go, like this. This will give you better access to inside to the T10 screws just inside here that you need to take out. So if you take your T10 Torx bit and you take those two screws out first. Once you've removed your two screws out of the two clips at the top here for the top cover, you then want to actually move down to the bottom here and disconnect this silver piece from the black piece just under here. They're actually just like little lugs together. If you kind of twist it like this, there you go, that's popped out there. Now you see, do that all the way along, there's actually like little lugs that just locate them together. Now once that's separated, you then want to go ahead and undo this clip here, this clip here, this clip here, and there's one hidden just behind there and a couple behind here which you can't get to. But if you get these four clips off, that will give you enough room to drop this bottom plastic piece down enough to get the main cover off without breaking anything. Now the easiest way to remove these two bottom clips along here is actually to get your snipe nose pliers to squeeze them together and push downwards at the same time on both of them. And for these clips, is just get your little small flathead screwdriver behind them just to lever them forwards so it can drop down. And actually sometimes you can completely remove this if you're lucky enough for the back two clips to come out. But in this case I was lucky enough, and this should actually just pull straight out like that and just drop down out the way, which gives you even more room to remove the rest of the cover. Now to remove this main cover, you've actually got two little clips just here, one here and one just there at the bottom there. Now if you get your little flathead screwdriver and pop those two clips to lift that up slightly, you then want to get your hand under here because you've got a clip under here and on the background here. So if you get your hand under here and lift upwards, whilst removing these two clips at the same time, this whole cover should then pop straight off the whole wing mirror. It's going to be quite hard to show you with one hand, but I'll do my best. Yep, there you go. That's actually now removed. So you want to lift the whole cover up and over the rest of the mirror like that. And then if you actually look in here, I'll get the light up here. I've actually got a little plug just here on your indicator. Now if you put the little flathead screwdriver just on that little clip on the top here to lift it up, which will then give you enough access to remove this plug out. So once you've unplugged the indicator, the actual casing will then be completely free from the vehicle. Now to change the indicator, you actually need to remove these two little T10 Torx screws just here. Once those two screws are removed, the indicator is then completely free from the cover and you can go ahead and remove it from the cover, just like so. You can then go ahead and fit your new indicator onto the cover and then we can start fitting the cover back on the vehicle. Now when it comes to reinstalling the cover back on the mirror, it's probably best to fit the bottom black plastic piece back on first. To do so, you actually need to slide this piece just underneath there, which slots into that gap. You then want to line your little clips up at the bottom here, just like that, and you want to squeeze them two clips together before you push them in, because you could end up breaking them off, which it can happen quite easily. I mean, I've actually got a missing clip just there, but it will still hold because it's got the other clip. Once you've reinstalled this bottom plastic piece and it's clipped back in with both its clips nice and secure, you can then start to reinstall the main cover, remembering to plug your indicator back in first. Making sure the clip is obviously nice and firm like that, it's not going to fall out. You can then go ahead and actually slot the main body of the mirror over, just like that. And then you want to fish your little wires out of here before they get trapped behind all the clips of your heated mirror. And just leave them hanging out the front like that. You can then go ahead and actually start to line this main cover back up, remembering to line these two clips up inside here into their slots, and try to clip everything back in as one piece. I mean, you can see that's going down like that. Clip that one in there. You've also got to remember to make sure everything's lined up around the back here, which you can see one of my clips are actually sticking out there. There you can see that's lined up a lot better then. So once you've got it lined up correctly like that, you then need to make sure this bottom black plastic piece is slotted in with its little tabs. Remember, you've got to slot those back in like that, so it's nice and flush all the way around. And then you just need to make sure everything's all clipped in properly, so make sure this is firmly pressed down so your clips are clipped nicely back on at the bottom there, and to make sure these clips are clipped back in as well onto the indicator as far around as you can see. You can then go ahead and reinstall your two T10 torque screws back into those clips. Once your two little screws are back in and everything is clipped back in as it should be, you can then go ahead and actually reinstall your mirror. Now you got to remember, you got to plug your heated mirror part back in first, remembering which side the terminals came from. Plug them back on. You can then go ahead and slot the mirror back into its housing. To do so, you want to line this plastic piece here and this plastic piece here into these slots here and here. So if you line them up, the mirror should just pop straight back on. And then go ahead, pop your mirror back into its original position, and then just double check everything works correctly, which hopefully it should do. I hope this video has helped you out with fixing your vehicle, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified each time I upload. This will help a lot with the YouTube algorithms to get my channel noticed. You can also help me out by becoming a member on my Patreon to support the future of my channel, with the link in the description. Anyway, as always guys, take care and see you next time.